Okay, so we recorded. So growth begins. Okay, so to be extremely grateful for everything that I have as it erases negativity, which is major. Growth begins with debt. It's actually the debt. And die down so you can grow up. All right. One of the beautiful things for me is the fact that you could, when Steve Harvey said gratitude erases every form of negativity. There's something I learned, all right, before going to this class. My name is Ken Brimo. How many of you are excited you're in this class today? How many of you are excited you're in this class? This is an open call, courtesy of Bell Nation. And we're doing this Tuesday call just to help people understand the foundation of trading. What trading is all about, what our environment is all about, what we're looking at doing for traders all over the world. So I get to shape the market, show you guys how the market really works from my own learning perspective. So this is a call you have to embrace as your friend every day. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Ken Brimo. I'm a life and the world coach. My area of specialty is helping people make money in the financial market, both on binary trading and on Forex trading. And we'll have a community that's going to serve you and really help you leverage and learn a skill set. So this is our 4th episode on Tuesday Live. Am I correct? How many of you have been following us over the last 3 episodes? And if you're just coming today, one of the things I'm going to advise you is you want to pay attention because this is really a journey. So I need everybody to write the word process. Okay, just write the word process. One of the things that's going to make you an exceptional being, something that's going to make you exceptional in anything you do is to understand the process of life. Okay, one thing that happened to me over the last 5 years that I understood the process of trading. Not just, I'm going to give you guys something. You don't make money from trading. All right. Trading helps you make money from what you have. I figured that long ago. All right. This is why a lot of people are in the dump in trading. You don't make money from trading. Trading makes money from what you have. I'll literally, I may say this in a way you guys are going to think about it. Trading helps you make the money you have. Okay. Trading wasn't designed to make you money, to give you money. Or, a lot of people just think if I learn the skill set of trading, I'm just going to be rich. I'm going to start making money. No, that's a wrong, poor concept. Poor people have that concept. Okay. So if you're poor, you come into trading, you're going to leave trading more poorer. Okay. Irrespective of the environment you are. One of the things I've been doing over the last couple of weeks is to focus on the process, which is the process, understanding the process and environment. These are 2 key things. If you understand as a trader, it's going to change it. It's going to change the course of the game for you. Last week, I talked about understanding your type of person as a trader. If you understand your personality as a trader, it's going to help you. This week, I'm going to really drain or focus on marrying and pair. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys room to throw your pairs at me. I'm going to analyze them. And one of the things I'm going to advise you, stay at understanding because it's part of the process in learning. What you marry, you understand. What you experience over a period of time, you understand. So note this, okay? You're going to, the market is making you the money you have. So if you don't have money, you are poor and broke. This market is going to make you poorer and broker. Does that make sense? You're going to be a negative broker. If you have money, it will help you multiply. So the concept is I have money. So you're going to learn to leverage. At what stage are you leveraging and at what stage are you learning? 2 things, write this down. Okay. I'm going to help you understand this over the course of this episode we're doing. If you come into trading, these are 2 things you should look at for in environment. A learning environment and earning environment. Learn and earn, write that down. A learning environment and earning environment. Earning environment are for investors. All right. Earning environment are for investors. If you could just understand this simple truth, a lot of people are looking for where it's working right now. A lot of people are looking for where trading is working, where you could just make money fast, where they just want to leverage earning. It's beautiful. We have them. In fact, I have an earning environment. Okay. But your biggest investment is in a learning environment. Put 100 if you go what I said. Okay. Someone said I can barely hear you. You guys have a problem. You guys have a challenge with my sound. You guys have a challenge with my sound. You hear me fine? You guys, is my sound fine? I'm on my highest. Okay, loud and clear. Beautiful. Okay. So, if people could understand the concept, as a trader, you learning how to trade, what environment is your focus? If your focus is presently on earning environment, it's a good thing that you want to earn, but investors earn in earning environment. Students don't earn. Because why? You are not yet at the class of earning. So you're going to be a flop over a long period of time. This is why 96% of people fail. Because why? They're in the wrong environment. So let me give you a clue. All right. A couple of years ago, I was in a learning stage. I focused on learning stage. I have the biggest investment as an earner right now. Because why? I focused on the learning environment. If I had come into this environment to focus on leverage and earning, it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to leverage. I'm going to make money, but I won't be Ken Remote today. Are you guys getting it? The biggest investment is knowledge. Okay, put knowledge in the chat. The biggest investment. So if you're not an investor, you will make money as an investor in earning environment, but you have the biggest investment in the learning environment. That is why I put up this program, of this Payout Nation program, is to give you both. If you want to earn, we give you an environment to leverage and earn. But where we're really going is taking you through a process of learning to retain. One thing a lot of people don't have in trading, they never had. They will never have if they don't listen to this kind of advice. All right. If you're just looking at the market, the money is not in the market. The money is in the knowledge you gain from the market. Okay, that's not for today, but I just want you guys to know this is done. Since it's recorded, you're going to just ruminate. See, ruminate on this thought. A lot of traders are in the wrong mental environment. That is why they don't win. And one of the things I just thought to do is let me guide you. Let me guide your mind to focus on the right knowledge. Because if you focus on the right knowledge, you're going to win. It's not about what I'm going to do in this chart now. Tell you how to. So guess what? I've been profitable in my analysis over the last 4 sessions with you. This is the 4th session. But the question is, there are many people on this chart right now. They never even made money from the last analysis I gave on Euro USD the last one. Why? They're not focused on learning. They're not focused on pursuing knowledge. Just focus on earning. And guess what? Because you never focus on the skill of learning, you didn't earn. Because inside of the learning is the money. Put 100 if you got that. I think my pressure is coming up. I'm fired up. Okay, put 100. So focus where you are right now. If you don't have $10,000, let me say it the way someone told me a couple of years ago. If you don't have $10,000, all right, focus on investing in knowledge. Leverage, but focus on investing in knowledge so that 1 or 2 years from now, you're going to be a version of value. You're going to, I kid you not, if you gain this skill set the way you should, the monies you're pursuing right now that you are going to lose eventually, you're going to gain them in one setup. There's something I'm going to show you guys today. I'm scared to show you. But you guys, maybe your level of response. I don't even have to do anything in today's chat. If I show you just one thing, as an investor, if you see it, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble if I do that. Okay? Yeah, I seriously am. But that's to tell you that there is money in this game when you understand you and where you are. A lot of people just come in and they want to earn and they are leaving the source. So this thing that I do with you guys every day, if you pay attention every week, if you pay attention to it, and if you stay in the right environment of learning, give yourself 6 months. You're going to be 10 times better than how you are financially right now with the kind of leverage into the learning. There's no problem for a trader no more. There's no problem for a trader no more. So how many of you, what setup did you focus on last week? All right, you guys type it on the chat. What setup did you focus on last week? So today, it's going to be more about understanding your pair. Okay, how many of you are traders in this environment? Let me know you're traders. And for those of you on Instagram, Okay, I put the link that you guys can join us here right now. It's gonna be a wonderful session. I give you setup that can make you money in hundreds of pips. Okay, I focus more on you stay in the market to make yourself money so that you don't be you don't be someone who's working for the money, but you have time to learn the skill while you're earning money. Okay. So I need response. Like I told you guys, I have something to show you, but if you encourage me, I will. If you don't, I'm gonna be scared. I'm just gonna be like a snake, touch my arm. Look, I've done bad. Okay, I'm just gonna tell only the community. Okay. No, don't ask me to show you. Show me. Make me show. So what currency pair? How many of you were here last week Tuesday? Okay. Who fight if we're here last week Tuesday? I will show you what will help your trading psychology. I'm going to talk about part of what I want to do today. I'd like to analyze 3 pairs for you guys today. So the faster you help me, the better. All right. I need communication. I can't be coming here every week. I'm giving you guys value, and I don't get return on investment. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I gave you guys GJ. We made money from GJ. You guys never gave me feedback on that. Last week, I gave you guys something. So this week, I'm going to give you guys another thing. I won't be excited to give you another thing because why? I'm not getting a return on investment. My return on investment is that you are paying attention. I know that there are places I can get comments, but there needs to be an energy of togetherness. Okay, so you guys, most of you that are here on the Telegram group, and inside of the Telegram group, there are places you can chat. You can click on any and you can chat. Oh, I did this. This is the setup. I gave you guys ideas. All right. So what did we do last week? So it shows that majority of the school, okay, the people in here are just lookers. All right. You're just looking, you came in to watch a movie. So Kemp Mo is the new blockbuster right now that you're watching. And immediately you watch, I mean, if you go, there's no way, no. I mean, if you go to cinema and watch a movie twice, that's what you're doing right now. You don't go. So it's like a cinema, you watch a movie, you're done. That's what you're doing to this session. It's bigger than that. Okay. So last week we looked, all right. Okay, good. Last week we look at EU. How many of you are forex traders here? You know the market. Your forex trader, put FT on the chat, put FT on the chat, your forex trader. And if you happen to be a guest on this call, let me know you're a guest on this call. This is your first time exposure so that I know I can guide you. Okay, let me know. Put FT, your forex trader, put a guest. Beautiful. Just let me know. Okay. The goal of this call today is to show you the heart of the market, technical analysis. All right, the psychology of traders, how to pinpoint areas you can invest in, big moves. Okay, this is not really for intraday purposes, but you can get intraday within. We can get a live market while I look at the market. Okay, I'm actually looking at the pair. Okay, let me just hide all of these things. We looked at EU last week, and I broke down EU. Okay, I don't know how many of you made money from EU, but I did. Okay, most of the community, even inside my community, didn't. All right, because I think we were focused. I was a little busy. I didn't capture the copy paste capture that they liked. I didn't quite do that. But based on the analysis I gave and what the market was, I'm going to show you guys. The market played out the way it should. And I think it's going to play it out again. So I'm giving another idea on Euro USD. So for all you forex traders, give me your best bet. Okay, give me your best bet, because the whole idea of trading, if you are a trader and you trade everything, you're in trouble. There is going to be a hard thing focus. All right, there's going to be a hard thing. You can't get focus trading all pair. It means you don't have a journey when you trade all pairs. I have a journey. There's a way I understand how the market moves. Okay, when you stay on pair. So give me your best pair. I'm going to collate this best pair and I'm going to analyze 3 of them. Okay, but one of the things I'm going to look at with you guys is GJ and EU for today. Okay, my pairs, 3 pairs. Okay, 3 pairs I have: USD JPY, Euro USD, and GBP JPY. These are my 3 pairs that I trade. All right, And the ones that move the most are the JPY pairs. They move the most. They could run 100 piece. Euro is hike a little bit. Euro USD stop on. Okay, but when it wants to move, it moves fine. All right. But I make the most money from JPY. So that makes sense. So I've got UJ, EJ. So 2 EJ, EU. Yeah. So you guys just give me your best pair. I'm going to look at it and we're going to dive into it. But while we do that, I think we have a trade. I'm going to give you guys a trade on Euro USD. So this is what we looked at last week. Oh my goodness, the guy didn't come. Yeah, run away again. Ah, oh my goodness. This market is just okay, good. So we broke this market down. So one of the things I'm going to do right about now is let me quiet everything. So one of the things we do, all right, I showed you guys several areas, psychological areas. I told you guys about psychological areas, which are areas of even numbers. I showed you guys about trend. The market moves in trend. The first thing I told you guys last week was, if you want to understand the psychology of the market, you have to understand 3 things for me: trend, right? Then support and resistance, or supply and demands, then price action. These are 3 things that are very critical. Price action will tell you what traders are looking at based on the demand and supply and the trend. As a trader, you're not the investor or hedger, you're following the banks. So you have to look at what the banks are doing, and the banks are trading for, and the market is following the banks based on the trend. Okay, so if you look at this right now, and if you want to really get the beauty of the market, you go on higher time frames like the monthly. You ascertain the trend. So when we went deep into the market on the monthly frame, we ascertained that the market was selling. So monthly market selling. All right, we looked at weekly market is selling. Okay, the trend is on the downside on the weekly. So what do you do when the market is selling on the weekly? You want to get big move and selling on the monthly. You focus on getting a sell from the market, because why? That's the big trend. And if you follow the big trend, you're going to make most money. But actually, you have to know your entry. So today we're going to be focused on, because at the end of the day, what kills a lot of traders is not the fact that they don't know how to trade. It's the fact that they don't understand their entry and their risk. I've never done an analysis that plays against me. The only thing that plays against me is my entry, but the analysis doesn't play against. Your analysis don't. And the reason you are not eating from your analysis because you're jumping out of it when you lose, rather than understand that there are different ways to get in on the market. So what I do on these sessions is to tell you the different ways I'm going to get into the market. Okay, I may lose my risk, but I don't want to lose the market. And the only way I want to do that is I want to focus on different perspective of entry. So that's what I want to show. That's what I intend showing you guys through this episode we're doing. Does that make sense? Put 5 on the chat. Because if a trader can understand the entries, okay, you're going to win your analysis over 90% of the time. So I told you guys something last week. I just hope. So I'm focusing on EU first. What did I tell you last week? Okay, so this market, the market will always sell the previous floor. Am I too fast? I hope I'm not too fast. Okay. So one of the things I got about price action is in price action. So after establishing a trend, what I do is I now get supply and demand. What is a demand area? Where the market bought. What is supply area? Where the market is sold. Quite simple. Okay. So the next thing is price action. After getting the trend and supply and demand, the next thing you want to do is to understand how price is moving present. Okay. So, but in price action, this is something very, very good that I look at. So I'm on a weekly right now. So this was the area I was looking at on the weekly frame. Okay, the market always tends to sell the previous floor of a downtrend. So whenever you see a floor areas that has floor. So this black line, when we did our market last week, all right, we established this black line as a major floor through the market over the past. Okay, that is the 120 to 299. If you're here today, you were not present in last week training, go watch it. It's free. You're gonna get, because I'm not breaking EU down today. I'm just analyzing what we've done since last week. It's a journey. So if you want to understand how we started to break these pieces, watch last week training. You're going to understand. So you learn from it. So what did I say last week? Okay, if market comes, this is where I wanted to sell this market. All right. And I told you guys, if you're trading a higher time, I gave you guys an entry, okay? And I told you there are different risks. This should be a risk. I took this risk, I lost it. But I took this overall risk. This is one of the things a lot of traders don't know. And I'm going to give you guys kind of like an insight, okay, on how you do. This market, it was bullish. If you look at this trend, so I'm on a weekly right now. Weekly, yes, we're looking at what? A bearish move, because why? We needed a market to hit these areas of sell, also of supply, okay, and give us a signal. So there are three things I look at the market in price action or price trap 2.0, okay? If I'm looking at price action, there are three things. Number one is a decision. If market is consolidating in a certain area, that is the market deciding what to do. You as a small trader or a retail trader, you don't want to be caught up in those consolidation. You lose a lot of money when you do so. You don't move anywhere. So you allow markets to break out of consolidation. So this is, you see this market here right now. In the weekly, this is a floor, all right? This is also areas of floor. The market broke out. So if you look at this market broke out of that floor, came back to retest. Look at what it dropped crazy. So this was the breakout is a decision. The retest is a confirmation of what? Movement and what? The signal. So what you look, where do you enter the market? All right. So this is an entry. This is a break. This is a retest. This is an entry. What is an entry? An entry is the signal. So after a break, a retest goes back into the zone and validates the zone without breaking the zone on the upside. A signal is a red candle after, all right, the retest. That's a signal. So this was the signal, this was the entry. But this is a weekly candle. So if you enter a weekly trade, what you do is, what is the next weekly ceiling? That's where you put your risk. Most of you can't trade this kind of trading. Because if I show you what will be your risk right now, you shout. If you enter here, okay, what's next week? If we're looking at the closest one, this is it. It's about 500 pips. You can't do that. But can I show you? Big boys traders, they do it. Because I can give 500 pips, okay, to make what? 1,300 pips. Is that a good risk to reward? Yes. Yes or no? Is that a good risk to reward? Yes or no? You guys talk to me. That's a good one. That's over 1 to 1. Almost 1 to 3. Okay. But you, that is a retail trader today, you can't do that. And you can't wait in this market so long because the market took how many days? It took a month. All right. But this is not the kind of trader you respect. You're not there yet. We're not there yet. But we learn from it. Okay. So the market did that in a short frame, came back again to do it, but it didn't do it well next time. So this market is still a sell position because weekly and monthly is still a sell. So it came back to retest, and inside of the retest pull down. This was not a nice one. This was a quick one. This was an exhausted one. If this had done the same thing we here, it would have been a fine trade, but it didn't. So I knew that it was going to do it again. It's looking like it will do it again. So that's my entry. So what are the different forms of what reaction? If a weekly retest and the weekly closes below. So if this weekly candle closes as a red cell, this is for some traders now, okay? It will be a major sell that may probably even break this trend, okay? Those are for people who are swinging the trade on a weekly perspective. They're going to wait to the end of this week. If this candle closes as a sell, that's a break, a retest, which is a confirmation and a signal. The next entry, boom. And where do you put your stop loss? Somewhere around this. It's still a big risk. Most of us won't do that. But that is what a consideration. You can write it down. You can note it. That's a consideration. If you are the type that can take the risk, you can even do it on your demo. Okay. Today, if this week closes Euro USD as a sell, next week, the moment the market opens, just put a sell. Put your stop loss above this area. All right. And put whatsoever your stop loss is, double it. So if your stop loss is 500 to 1,000 pips, okay, and leave the market to run. That's swing trading. A lot of you can do that, but you can just practice it. It's a whole lot of body to do that kind of trade. That's not what I want to do with you guys. Okay, but just to tell you, that's the best way to enter this trade based on the candle formation. It's retested, closed down. Hopefully, the new candle fine. But I don't want to look at weekly. So let's go to daily. All right. So, guys, look at this. So I gave this trade on Tuesday last week. All right. Over the course of days later, the market came. See, it responded. So this whole area is the zone. So I told you guys this was the entry I was looking at, and this would be a good stop loss because this is the next high after this. Okay, but the stop loss was over 100. So I said, okay, if it hits here, you can do 30. But the market goes up and it's coming down. You could do what? When I gave the trade, I said you could do what? A sell stop. All right. Just so you guys know, let me show you guys all the animation. And I'm going to be using this to highlight some truth when it comes to trading. So I want my students and everyone here right now to pay attention. Are you guys following? Put 5 on this chat if you're learning something. Can you guys see it? Okay, so nation. Okay. So look at when I called the trade. All right, so okay. EU is still in the sell zone. You just need some encouragement to fall down. Parameters are in picture. So this was the parameters I did. I did a sell limit. Okay. Now, okay, good. I just want you guys to pay attention. So this is the trade called. Okay. I just noticed. Okay. Want to see how the 15-minute candle will close. Probably a sell stop if it goes up. All right. So if the market goes up, I'm looking at a sell stop. Now, a lot of people don't pay attention to this instruction. They only pay attention to this. I want to enter now. But guess what? If the market goes up, it can be bullish. And there's something I listened to on the internet yesterday. Okay, not on the internet. I think one of my students sent it to me. Okay, I don't know if I have time, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say it. See, when it comes to when weekly areas and monthly areas are big moves. These are big moves. The market knows you're going to make a lot of money because they are they are reliable. And anywhere you see the reliability, these are where market makers come in. Because they know a lot of people are going to position themselves for either a buy or a sell in those strong areas. Are you guys following? So this is a scheme of market makers. When they know solid areas in the market, they know. So just like I'm doing EU sell, there are millions of people that know that area is going to sell. And these are how market makers make money. They can only, and I need you guys to take this from me today for those of you that are strong traders. Okay, you don't need to be in my community to tell you this truth. Don't be scared. Perspective or weekly perspective. They could touch on daily, but they cannot affect the market on a weekly perspective. They cannot manipulate the market for so long in a week. They cannot even get a month because they have a lot to lose. They are only interested in pushing you out today. Does that make sense? Did you guys get that? They only have the power so strong to push you out today. I know some of you don't know market makers. Okay, these are people who make money off your orders. The way we are trading and we're placing a buy and sell, doing an analysis, there are people who know our analysis and they know when we place a buy and sell. These are market makers. They have the opportunity, they have the power, they have equity to manipulate our moves. And they can only manipulate what's happening today most of the time. Put 5 on the chart if you go what I said. So if they know you're going to get in a certain area and you want to sell, what they can do is that you can put a lot of money to buy that area. So all of a sudden, your area was good. Your analysis, your analysis is always good when you go technical, but your entry is what they can manipulate. They can push the market high. So the people that goes off are the baby traders. the intraday emotional traders. They don't understand that this move is just temporary. It will go. And when they see that majority of those stop losses are off, because they see them, they'll start selling. Because why? They can't go against that weekly analysis. They would lose all their money they try. Are you guys with me? This is something you guys need to learn. That's why I say marry a pair. That's why the whole goal of today. Okay, you're looking at so many pairs, you missed them. So what happened to EU? That's why I said, if it goes up, which I need to, because that's what they always do. Okay. All right. So watch. It went up. It invalidated our entry, but a stop sell would have caught you, which I did. And I caught the market all the way down here. All right. And now, one of the things I can tell you is this. Okay. We didn't do this analysis. See, this trend we see. So on a daily, the market was pushing up. On a daily, the market was. So that's why I said, okay, 2 ways I'm going to sell. So this is where we did the analysis last week. All right. And I said, this is where the market is going to sell. Second sell is this sell. I'm only looking at sell. I don't buy a bearish market. Okay. So when I knew the market came here, this is the daily trend. This was the trend. So the market on the daily, the market hit the trend and went back up. I was thinking this market was going to come here, and I gave an entry here and here. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, this market is still a sell market. So these are the areas of sell in EU. So those of you that are here, these are the areas of sell in EU. EU is probably going to sell this psychological area, all right, which is this previous ceiling, which is 1.1000. That's what I was even afraid of. Okay, so for my sell limit, I'm going to put a sell limit. So you guys can put a sell limit, which is this the major drop. And that drop is going to break this trend, because why? This trend is already at this peak. Okay, what it needs is, it gets so close, it's going to break. If this market gets here right now, it's going to break down. So, and if this market breaks this trend, we're having a major fall down. That is my projection on Euro USD. It needs, all right. So this is, yeah, I love this one. So you can see that since the market broke this area, if you are attentive and following the market did what? Over 100 pips. Okay. Is it beautiful? Even if you didn't catch it, but this is a beautiful analysis. All right. And this is created a head and shoulder. So at this point, I knew this market's going to sell here, but it didn't push. So if this market push here, all right, I'm going to be seeing a major move on the downside. And at the end of the day, this push through, we're going to be seeing over 500 to 1,000 people drop down. USD. The reason this market is being delayed is all of the things happening around USD at the moment. So you guys take this trade, okay? A sell limit here, so you could put it sell limit. All right, stop. Use the same stop loss. Don't be aggressive. Okay. If it goes up again and doesn't beat this area, put a sell stop. It will definitely still come down, pick you up. All right. 50 pips is good, but let's see. Yeah, 50 pips is also good because this is the next high right now. So 50 to 60 pips. 60 pips is good. Okay, but I did 30 because I know if it comes, it's gonna drop. So I did 30. Okay, so what I do is you could take one for 50, you could take one for what? 60. However, you want to do this trade. If you want, you could use the one you're using is 0.5, you could do 60 pips. Okay, the one you're using, because I want that one to just hit and go away. Entry with this 30 pips. However, you want to take the trade, this is my sell area, and this is the risk area. This is a 4-hour high. Okay, you can put the two, however, what you just do, this one of the things a lot of traders don't do, which is so wrong. They just look at TP, but they don't look at risk. When you're taking a trade, are you guys with me? Put risk on the chart. You're with me. I don't care about the profit. I care what I am giving for the profit. So if I'm trading Euro USD and I have $100,000 account, okay, all I need to do is, what am I going to risk for the trades? I'm risking 1%. what is my stop loss for the trade? So I just said 60 pips. All you just need to do, reduce your risk. It's still the same analysis, still the same money you're going to lose, but just that's it. So it means for 60 pips, I'm going to lose $1,000. If I put 100 pips, I'm still going to lose $1,000. Because why? I'm only losing 1%. It's still 1,000. It doesn't change anything. So imagine if you do 60 pips. So if you just do 60 pips for 60, you're making $1,000. So that's another way you can trade it. Rather than do 2%, all right, for the general class, rather than do 2%, you're doing 60 pips, you could now go for 1-to-1 ratio so that you get off quick. Does that make sense? And you leave the second trade to run. Always use this to take your trade. Very, very important. Care about your risk, because one of the things a lot of traders have lost so much in trading is that they've lost so much equity because they're not risk oriented. Are you guys okay? All right, put yes on the chat if you got that. Okay. So if you're using a 0.5, just simple. This has really helped us in our community. So we know what to lose. All right. Do not be willing to gain what you cannot afford to lose. So now we know what to lose. It doesn't matter what the trade is. I know what to lose in the trade. Okay. So if you want to use 60 pips, is going to hit very fast when this. So if you want to do 1-to-1, fine. All right, do 1-to-1 using this risk. Okay. But if you're using this risk, which is 30 pips, it's still 60 pips. So that's 1-to-2. I'll make more money if I use 30 pips. Okay. This is just it. So if I use 30 pips, okay, and I'm using a 1%, I'm going to make, so for 30 pips, which is 1-to-2, which is 60 pips take profit, I'm going to make $2,000. Okay. So that's the beauty. The lesser the risk, the more the reward. But if you want to stay conserved, that's an advice I can give you. Okay. Any question on this? I'll give you guys 2 entries on this market right now. You want to be a patient dog, all right? Patient fellow. Wait for the boom here. There's a patient, but this has a strong possibility that it may leave here. So what I did was I took an entry here, I took an entry here. That's me. That's what I did. Okay. Any question on this? I'll move to another analysis, which is UJ right now. You guys, both of you did UJ. Is this good? Is this good? Any question on this? Wait. I've not been sharing my screen. Jesus Christ. Since when? Oh boy. Oh god damn. Oh sheesh. Oh no. And nobody called me. And I muted everyone. Let me it's because of the noise makers, people that come on the class, and you know, and that's why I put it on mute. Come on. Sheesh. This is so weak, me. This I feel weak already. I don't know where to start. It's a long time. Like how long? So wait, I've not shared. Even before I started. You mean all of the analysis I've been doing? You guys, no analysis I've shown. Like 10 minutes going. Boy. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh boy. So even those on YouTube can't catch it because I have to share my screen on YouTube. Sheesh. Okay. So over the words, I know you guys got the words. Just now. So I'm now on the daily. So the daily is bullish. So these are the areas I'm looking at selling. So this is a patient dog is going to sell here. So you can put this. This is the trade we're looking at. 30 pips, okay, to go for 60 pips, 1:2. My TP2, all right, is 90, 1:4. That is a trade. So here is an entry. You can use a sell limit. Okay, and one of the things I explained is, I believe you guys got the areas I mentioned, what market makers will move. So this trade, you can see, moved over 100 pips. This was our entry. So it pushed up, and I said you could use a sell stop. All right. And I got this, I left around here, and the market is buying up. Another entry is here right now. This is still an entry because that's a psychological area. And yeah, you can see it's a sell, 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 sell. So market may come here, it's looking for, it just needs a tip to sell. It could tip sell here. So what I did is I use a lesser entry here, okay? And I use another entry. So my two entries are here, psychological area and here, okay? So you could use your TP2, which is a lesser 0.5 to get in on an entry here. And you put your stop loss here. And the good thing is if you enter here, because the take profit is 0.90, you're going to make at least nothing less than 1 to 2 ratio. So, and there's every possibility that the trade may leave from here. It may not. So, but here's a good trade. So if you got in here, okay, the stop loss is 30 pips. But the beautiful stop loss, the good stop loss to use on this trade is actually 60 pips. Why? Okay, so this is it. A little above this 4-hour high. That's 60 pips. Okay, so one thing you can do is you could help your entry, you could help your stop loss here, okay, so 60 pips, which is 1030. But I use 30 pips for this, for my entry, and I use 60 pips. So you can do that, or you just do the copy and paste. The reason I'm showing you is the different way the trade can play out. Okay, it could play out, hit 30 pips, come here and sell. It could play out like that. And I'm not going to be angry because that's my decision. It doesn't negate the analysis. This trade can break and just keep going. Okay, so your entry is based on your decision. Does that make sense? 2.5 on the chart. So I took an entry here, put a stop loss above here. Okay, and another thing I'm going to do is if this trade gets here, okay, and closes a 4-hour candle below this area, I'm going to have another entry. And I'm telling you guys right now because I may not be able to even call it on the chart. Okay, but just because you're in class, this is where learning takes notes. Okay, because this is another area it's going to sell. And I gave you guys in the live class, all right, I gave you guys 3 areas. Okay, this is a sell area, this is a sell area, this is a sell area. So my first area is this area. Another area I'm going to look at is this area. I'm still going to sell this market as long as it's in this zone. So the next thing I'm just going to pay attention to is the risk I am using. Does that make sense? 2.5. Okay. And based on the risk to reward that I use, if I win 1 trade and I lose 3 trades, I am in profit. Does that make sense? So that is why I'll pay attention. Because this market may pay me 1 trade could pass your evaluation if you're very diligent. All right, 1 trade, 1 good trade, or could give you about 10%. You should. But when we really do this, we're getting there. Does that make sense? So I'm looking at this trade coming. So I'm giving you guys 2 entries. How many of you got the entries? Let me know on the chat you got the entries. So first entry, major entry is this entry. And I said you could moderate, you could change your, all right. As at the time I did this and I put this here, this was not here. This was what I looked at. Okay, 30 pips was above this. But now that I'm even seeing this, I think I may go change my risk and put it above here. So I'm telling you guys in this live class right now that there is a trade here. All right, good stop loss is 60 pips. If you enter at 1.10229, which is 230, okay, 60 pips, that's 290. Beautiful entry there. Could use 60 pips, 30 pips, however. All right, you want to take it. So, and another entry is called side entry, is psychological areas. Okay, this market may sell from here without getting here. Every possibility. What it just needs right now is a sell momentum, it's a supply, good supply zone. Okay, and psychological area is sold 4 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it gets here, it may sell. All right. The reason I'm telling you is this. This market created the head and shoulder. This market has created the shoulder and it's creating the other. If this market gets here, it may consolidate, but if it doesn't beat this area as a major sell, it means that's a head and shoulder. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? Okay. If it does this, then it's going to go up. Okay. I didn't get that right. Okay. If it creates a shoulder here, then it's going to go up. possibility. So, okay. Did I get it right? Yeah. If you create the shoulder here right now, then it's going to go into this area. So you see the possibilities that are playing out. So my risk is here, and I also take a risk. I already took it, so I'm not saying I will. I already took a risk here, psychological area, to do a sell. All right, because I see this market still on the trend. Question on that, if you guys got that. So you guys got the sell areas. Please, coach, type out all the entry points. I'm not typing out all the entry points. You type it out while I'm saying it. I already typed out the one you need. Okay, this is the major one. Okay, you have the screenshot. So every area I'm telling you I'm going to sell, this is an area of sell. I don't have to type it out. I'm telling you, you are the one that types it out. Okay, that's your attention. Pay that attention, you get it. Okay. So the entries you should pay attention to, where would you put in stop loss for? Yeah, same stop loss. Okay. If you take the trade around here, which is, you could use this stop loss, but the good thing is that you're supposed to also use the stop loss. Just technically, this is the stop loss you're supposed to use. So all you just need to just calculate your risk. It will reduce your lot size. Okay. It will reduce your lot size, but you put your stop loss. This is the safest entry to put your stop loss. Here, chances, but this is the safe. Technically, this is the safest place to put your stop loss. Does that make sense, Sadia? Okay. If you guys are good on this analysis, I'm going to UG. Put good on the chat if you're good on this. All right. So we'll come back next week. I'm going to review this. So some of you are going to make money. Some of you are going to lose money. At the end of the day, don't lose more than 1.5%. Irrespective of what you're going to lose in this market, don't lose more than 1.5%. Okay. Unless you're going to take this area, unless you're going to take this area. But at the end of the day, there's no way you're going to take, I'm sure, I have a good sense that if this, it's going to pay you all of what you lose. That's only if you paid attention to the chart. All right. Who are 100 on the chart if you guys are good on this? I'm going to move to UJ. So can you repeat what you mentioned about the amount to risk with 1K example you gave? Okay, yes. Thank you for reminding me. While you guys were in the back, I mentioned what you should do. Okay. So let's say you have $100,000 account, 1% risk, and if you're doing a 60% a 60 piece move. I hope you guys know. If you guys are using just a moment, I kind of just. If you are a trader and you're not using this to calculate your risk, you're in trouble. Okay, unless you know how to. A lot of traders are just use probably most of the traders that are trading a funded account, just $2 can break your risk. So understand how to use this. Next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use a different form of risk calculator. So this is risk calculator. There's a profit calculator. There's a pair calculator. I'm going to find time. I'm going to show you how to use the different calculators. But this is the most important one. Put the amount of the account you're trading with. Okay, put it here. If it's a $10,000 account, put it here. If it's a $5,000, it's a $200,000 account, put it here. Yeah, I know some people will be wondering, but if you're trading the 500, I'm not. You shouldn't be trading the $500 account. You shouldn't be trading with a $1,000 account. Actually, if you're in this environment, all right, it's either you're being ignorant or you're stubborn. Okay, or you don't know. So maybe 3 of us class. No trader. Mostly when you're following me, you shouldn't be trading nothing less than $5,000. Okay, unless you don't know. So if you don't know, okay, say I don't know, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, you should be trading with a $5,000 account with less than $200, with less than $50 actually. Yeah, $100. Okay. Yeah. There's money on the table unless you don't know. So let's say you have 5,000. No, I don't. I'm not even encouraging to trade with $5,000 account. So let me leave it at $100,000 because that's the picture I see my traders trading with, over the course of the year. So if you're using a 60 piece, it means you're using what? What's the lot size? 1.6. That's what you use for a 60 piece. And if you do 1 to 2, so what I said is if you're using a 60 pips, don't stress the market too much. You could just use a 1 to 1% ratio. Okay, because you're using a 60 pips. Just use 1 to 60 pips, something you can get in intraday. Anything above 60 pips, unless the market moves rapidly. That's another thing you guys have to understand. It means today, if the market hits today, you can get it today. It's easy. But if you now begin to go for 120, 150, your heart may be pounding in the ups and downs. So if you're using 60 pips, boom, all right, go for 1 to 1. If then your second cannot go for 1 to 4, your second trade, which is the TP2, can go for 1 to 4. That makes your, at least overall, you can get a 3% move from that trade if it hits total. But if you're using 30 pips, I hope you guys are getting this instruction. Very, very important. Even if it does this one trade you guys get. Okay. So if I'm using 30 pips, look at your lot size. Your lot size is 3.3. Okay. So if you do 60 pips, you're going to make $2,000. Does that make sense? Same trade, 60 pips stop loss will make you what? $1,000. Okay. But 30 pips stop loss, 60 pips take profit will make you $2,000. So same trade. So just administer that. Does that make sense? So, Mr. Nemsa, you got this, right? Put 100 if you got this. These are really small things a lot of traders don't pay attention to. Okay. Every one of you got this. How to calculate your risk. It's actually my forexbook.com. You can use it. Very, very important. Okay. Any pair you trade, you can put that up there. Okay. So I'm going to move to UJ right now. This is a UJ analysis I gave last week that I said UJ was going to break here. And it did, and it's made a move. Then I missed it also because I wasn't looking at UJ throughout last week. And now let me look at the 4-hour move. Okay, oh, it's done it. Break, retest, close above, made. I mean, this one's a small. Did about 60 piece to 4, stick 4. So the market has finally broke off this floor. This is still a buy zone. But I was really, oh shit. So I also did this analysis last week. So if you were not here on this class last week because of time, I'm not going to go this and break it down totally. I can, but it's going to be a fresh one. What's the time? It's already 3 o'clock. So entry on this, a good entry on this market, okay, for me, is market is exhausting down to this area. I'm going to have a good entry from here. Very strong entry from here. Okay, but this after this major ceiling is this major ceiling. Okay, market has not really, the market played up game. I think it's done something good from here, but it's not really done this. Okay, yeah, so that's what it expected here, but it fell down only to come up. So there's been some patches in USD. So that's why I'm kind of really skeptical about USD being the major pair, the base pair. I'm very skeptical because of the things that are happening around USD at the moment. But if this market comes here and closes another 4 hour around here, then this market is going all the way up. Okay. If not, I see market coming here. So this will be my outlook on USD/JPY. I see market coming here to go up. All right. That would be a major exhaustion. Kendra, why did you say so? One of the things I look is I'm always looking out for exhaustion in the market. When the market goes bullish, okay, I'm looking out for exhaustion. Can you see 50% is my measure of exhaustion? So you can see 50% is around here. So the market comes and you can see that area is a floor. So I could literally just drop the market here, make it big, make it black. So that's it. You can see there's a floor, there's a ceiling, there's a floor. So areas, it's a little bit pitchy, but it's a good area. All right, for market to drop down. It's going to take a couple of days, but if you catch that one, it's a major move on the upside. That's going to be a major move. That's a major move I'm looking out for. But if you're looking for a minor move, I hope I'm not too fast on this one. So you guys, so just take it one trade for me. Okay, my major move in USD JPY is 1-3. This is one thing a lot of people don't pay attention. GJ was in a place to buy. Okay, for me, it's not the money I want to make now. It's training myself to understand the risk I'm giving for the money I'm making. Okay, so I showed you guys in our session this was it this morning or yesterday morning? Okay, I told you guys this is an area GJ is going to buy, and the market was around here. Okay, but I said I don't like this area because of the risk. Okay, this is where I'm waiting. That's why I gave you this area. But I also told you that it was buying that yesterday. It's going to buy, and it bought, made over 100 piece move from where I was telling you guys. Okay, but did I enter? Did I encourage it? No, because I wasn't interested in making you get in the market that the risk is not good. So if I get in on this market, okay, the major risk on this market, it's actually below all these floors, which makes it 70 pips. I don't like it. Okay, because I want to get in on the trade and do 1 to 2. So if I reach 70 pips, yeah, okay, I'm only going to do probably 20 pips because after this, what's next? The next floor is all the way here. But this is a good pivot. Okay, I'm not going to reach more than 30 pips here. So it means 60 pips I'm out of the market. Very quick. That's strategy. Are you guys with me? Put S on the chart. That's strategy. Always look at for strategic trade, not profitable trade. I'm not looking out for profitable trade because the truth is that you don't know profitable trade, but you understand your strategy. The market is going to know you for your strategy. Okay. Like I also told you guys yesterday on EU before I gave you that pending order, I said this market is selling. I'm not sure it's going to come back. And the market went down over another how many pips. But I didn't tell you guys to enter because why? The risk. Okay. The risk is why I didn't tell you to enter. The risk is not good. If you get in where it is right now, where it was yesterday, you'll be risking too much and it's not sensible. It means I'll be training you on something you cannot manage. Because if you make profit the wrong way, you're in trouble. A lot of traders have helped students make profit the wrong way. I am not one of them. Because why? While you're not with me, while I'm not guiding you, that's going to be the frame of your expectation. And that is what has gotten a lot of traders being beaten black blue in the market. Are you guys learning that from me? Put 7 on the chart if you got what I just shared with you. It's painful, but just know that. Okay. I could make trading boring for you, but at the end of the day, if it's boring and you're rich, you're big. Okay. So I was looking at UJ. So UJ right about now, there's a buy here. It's a short buy. And if you're doing that buy, the risk doesn't make sense. If I take this trade, there's no major flaw here. Everything around here is just ceiling. There's a major flaw here. Okay. There's a major flaw here. And I cannot take a trade around here. I'm going to put my stop loss here. It's crazy, stupid. Okay. I can put my stop loss here. 106 is also stupid. Why don't I just wait for the market to come to this floor? Okay. And all I just need to do is put my stop loss window. So I may not even have the market comes here. I don't have my stop loss is going to be. So if I take the market around here, which is this black line, I could decide to put it in this floor. Okay, it's still big a little bit though. But I don't even have to come that low. I could actually put my stop loss around these floors. So this is a major floor. So I could put it here, which is 33 pips. I could use 50 pips for this market, not bad. Okay. Or if I really want to go technical, that's technical risk, I could just put it below this. Okay, which is about 80 pips. And you know one truth. Okay, based on the projection of this trade, if this trade comes to this area, I've gotten almost, yeah, this is good. Because next time this trade is going to have an obstruction. If it buys from here, it's here. It's 120. I could decide to take TP from here. It's also good. But I won't do that as well. So if I take this trade, I'm just going to give it 50 pips or 10, 30 or 40 pips. Does that make sense? So guys, watch out for this entry on USD JPY. You can type it out. I think what I'm going to do right now is take take this off. So my major contemplation on this market right now is, yeah, all of this. So this is all zone. Okay. So this is where I'm looking for a major move. Comes down, boom. We're gonna have a big sell, big buy. Okay, so I could do it. It's just a matter of time. Hey, family. It's just like I gave you guys EU last week. It was far away. It looked far away, but I told you EU is going to come to that area. Did EU come? Yes. Okay. The reason I can tell you this is I understand the psychology of the trade. But anytime I see the candle pattern, I understand how the market is reacting. Like I do know right now, market is playing. So the truth is market is going to come here. Why? It is playing a trend role. Okay. So market is somehow going to find its way around this area. It may not even get to this floor. Okay, this is where I'm at, right? So the next floor is going to be around here, all around here, but I'm sure the guess here, you're going to have a good move. So this is market move right now. Okay. The reason I can tell you is I understand. I've stayed with this market long enough to understand. All right. You can see this is a very good place for the market to sit. And that's where you get your trade. Okay. So anything from this psychological area is going to be a boom. Threat is this psychological area. So psychological area, major floor, boom, it's going to be a major push on the upside. Since USD is settled, all right, to go bullish. Does that make sense? So that's one trade I can give you guys on USD JPY for the long run. So next week we check up on it. So you guys can write it out. What's going to be the stop loss? So I already told you. So let me type this out. So I'm looking for a buy. Okay. Entry 132.75. Stop loss. So that's this is 132.25. Take profit 133.25. Okay, so this is good. One, yeah, don't be too ambitious. So that would be a what happened? Okay. Let's make it. That's 1 to 4. Is it up to 1 to 4? $4.65. 1, 3, 4, 5. Total risk 1.5%. All right, so that would be my. You guys got this right. So let's allow this guy to fall down. I know this guy's falling down. Euro USD is going up, right? So no trades are then. Okay, good. Do these analyses apply to live accounts or with other instructions? So they want to put me on the spot, right? This is a general class. Okay. We already have an entry on Dark Nation. So any trade I'm giving here right now is how I'm going to take a trade. So as I'm giving this trade right now, okay, you can write it out. But I'm not going to do it by because it has a long way to go. We still have days to watch. I'm not sure this is going to trigger anytime soon. But this is the major move. Okay. So I don't need to I don't want to crowd my broker with, pending orders, but I do know I have a bell around there. And if it's coming, I have students are going to notify me. Okay. So, but this is also an in-net buy. The only thing I don't like about this is repetition. So the buy is here right now. So this is the small boys buying. This is the big boys buying. Okay. So I'm also looking at this may repeat itself again, and the stop loss, shallow stop loss, the buy here. Don't give it anything more than this. No expectation. Okay, so 30 pips is okay. Buy from here. And I don't like it. That's why I'm not too interested in it right now. But for those of you who are risk takers, you can actually put a buy limit here at you don't have to use a buy limit. The trade is going to come anytime soon. Okay, that's 133.95. Okay, and the stop loss at just 30 pips. 133.95, that's 133.65. And take profit. Okay, it's 133 point. That's 55, right? Good. That's for the risk takers. That could be a trade you guys could catch now. All right. For those of you who are looking for easy move, quick move. Did you guys get that? So entry is 1E 133.95. S 133.65. T 134.55. I hope you guys got what those numbers stand for. I posted it on the Zoom chat. Okay. Entry 133.95, stop loss 133.65, take profit 134.55. All right. It is a buy in, it's fine, but that's an entry. Any question on this? Okay. Any question? That's about, because of time. So that was a delay on that one. So I would have gone to DJ. Any question on that one? So got EU trade analysis and trade idea. We got USD JPY trade analysis and trade idea. This is my closing part for the channel. Most of you may think this is not for you. Like I said, two things when we got started. Your biggest investment is in knowledge. Okay. Some people are missing out on what could have made them very rich. Right? They missed out a couple of years ago because they never paid attention to the right environment. I'm a product of the right mindset when I came into this environment. In this environment, there are two things. There is a learning phase and there's an earning phase. The earning phase are for those that are investors. Investors means people who have equity. But majority of people coming to this environment, they don't have equity. So what you're left with is to learn so that you can earn as a trader. And now you can have, when you earn as a trader, you can accumulate enough money to now invest. If you are not at the stage of investing, focus on learning. One good thing we did with Pearl Nation is we gave you an opportunity to become an investor with your first year. It means you can have the money to invest in your first year by leveraging over our learning. It's a game changer. Don't sleep on this. So everything I'm doing is what I do every day with the students. So you have this opportunity to own the skill set over the next 1-2 years of your life. Own the skill set. But I'm also telling you that in this environment, don't get the wrong concept of my environment. That, oh, Kenvi is calling copy and paste. No, you have to pitch. Are you an investor? Do you have the equity to pitch on investment? Today, some of you waited. If you're making withdrawal of $10,000, your next 2 years, you're multi-millionaire. See, all you need is money. There are so many ways you can earn money from this environment. I'm just taking one step at a time. All right. I have things that can make you money, but I need you to have money because why? If I show you things that can make you money right now, it's like giving an untrained dog. You need to train a dog to be able to understand its way of eating. If not, if you just put food in front of them, they will just eat. True or true? And that is
Is the person one day?
All right. Someone talking to me? You guys agree with me? One thing that was never done in this big environment is they only care about you making money. They don't care who is making the money. If you are not qualified to make the money, right? This is why I muted the mic. So, Blythe, are you talking to me? All right, let me mute the mic again. Because I have a sensitive environment. I'm not interested in just teaching you the skill. My goal is to liberate you. So there are certain things I knew that would damage the mindset of traders. And guess what? These damaged minds have the skill set, but they couldn't, nothing to write home about. Because why? They never had the right concept of money management. Okay, so some people are looking for copy and paste trades, and they've been in copy and paste environments, and they're making money, but they're just there. They're not making progress. They're just making money. If you want to be rich, go for environments that will make you rich. If you want to be rich, go learn the skill set. You want to be rich. Because why? If you learn the skill set and accumulate equity over time, you're going to have chances of duplicating and managing money bigger than the person who's just learning. Okay? One thing we did that is it's a blessing, it's grace. God loves me. Is that He gave me a concept that's going to help you become an investor in skill set while you're learning the skill set. So you're going to leverage to learn. But now you have the opportunity to get funded using the discipline environment of trade management and the skill set to get access to equity. Now you can become an investor. Okay. Last week I told you guys about our corporate trading environment. Can I tell you one simple good truth? Over the last 1 week of our corporate trade, we made 100%. Now, go with Instagram. Instagram, you guys, bye-bye. Okay. You guys surprised at what I said. You guys hear what I said? Okay, you guys again. So maybe let me not say it again. Okay. So I shouldn't say it again, right? So let me just assume you guys again. So yeah, after guess what? Kenvery, I've mentioned automation far back when we launched in February, but I've not implemented it. You know what? Because if I do, most of you get carried away. Money is not the problem in this environment. God already told me that you guys are going to be multi-millionaires. You just have to believe. But one thing I also want is I don't want to be like other environments that is just making you money and not affecting the way you think about money. If I can't affect the way you think about money, if I can't understand how your concept of earning money is, I can't help you become what this environment is. So most environment, they would sell what I have rapidly. Okay. You can see that I'm very sensitive to even tell you that I have an environment that's going to double your money. I can't tell you that. I can't sell you that. But there is the probability of quick simple. If that opens up to people, guess what? They will not be interested. All right, true. Guys, talk to me. Am I saying the truth? Am I being truthful? I'm even though you that is hearing me. Okay, just understanding that you have been trying, you've been going back and forth in your, now you see an opportunity, you can put $500 in something and it can make you double. Guess what? Your stress level, Steve Harvey talked about stress. Stress is death, but those death has nutrients. Everything you're going through is nutrient. If you give it up just because you saw something more beautiful, you lost nutrients. But one of the things I'm also going to do is I'm going to implement it anyway, but I'm not going to implement it with a strong guide. Okay. And that's what I've been doing, taking my time. And I shared to some of you to get started, but I also gave you a guide. Okay. Don't have an expectation from a copy trade. You could lose, you could win. Okay. When I check this account, it's encouraging, right? So let's see. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys can see, right? So this is the risky one I told you about, the one that has the max. Okay, it's not maximum risks. There's a mild word for a high risk. Okay, it's been dormant. Based on we're working a lot of things over the last couple of weeks. It's been dormant for like 2 weeks. I opened this account on the 14th of April of March. Okay, so on the 14th of this month, it became 1 month. So it was dormant for about 3 weeks. It started actively last week. Think about Thursday. This is the hard part for me. It's very hard. And so this is week. What do you guys see in the week? Yes, type it on chat. That's what you see. The week. It beat 100% in the week. I funded $990. So the month, so you guys see what I funded. What do you guys see? $50 and 40. What date are you seeing? So in less than a month, 100 in a month, it was actually just, you guys see, I showed you the week and I showed you the month. So I told you it was dormant because we're working out some things, and what you said was going to fully kickstart this week, but it started on Thursday. For me, I don't like selling things like this. It's cool, right? But it's hard because why? The moment I bring this in, it's going to be, so some of you that are not building, you start inviting people. We're going to have rapid growth. But a lot of the people that are going to come in, the expectation is going to be poisoned. And when a poison the expectation comes into a good environment, it takes time. If we have more poisoned expectation coming into a good environment, if the environment is not careful enough, what's going to happen? Focus and attention is going to change towards what money is driven. If too much of our money is coming from people who are funding, attention goes in the direction of money. So because I'm deep, you're going to make this money anyways, do the right thing. Many of it. That's why I'm careful. So I don't change the mind of the person who's taking that time. It's like rehabilitation. Someone is trying to leave drinking, and they are being rehabilitated, and you put drink in front of them. That's big temptation. Okay. But I finally made a decision that we're going to do this anyway. So what I want you guys to do is, for those of you who have loose cash, okay, something you can lose, something you don't have to have an expectation towards. And I want it to be a compound effect. Put $1,000, put $500. So I have two. We have the mild risk and we have the mid. This one is, if you see it right now, most of you want to go for this. But there were some days the drawdown was crazy. You guys didn't want to know. All right. So, but it's been consistent over the months. I've been on this. So if I made a decision to bring it on, it's been consistent. And I have no guarantee towards this, because why? You are totally in control. That's the beautiful thing is it's a trading effort that helps you be in control. I could make withdrawals right now. My goal right now is withdraw $1,000, all right, and fund it into another plan. So it's not going to be a compound effect. 6 months, 1 year later, I'm just going to see, oh, we have over $20,000 there, over compounding. Because why? I have no expectation for this money. So don't tell me you're going to bring your house rent. Don't tell me you're going to borrow money for this. Don't bring focus into this. Let it be just something that helps people who have loose. So rather than have money in your bank account, okay, that's even dangerous. Rather than have all of your money in your bank account, take 20% or 30% and go put in something like this to make more money for you. So that's part of the services of Pure Heart Nation. If you get into an environment, you're going to get access to this. So you can be learning. Now you can focus on learning. So let not, the money you're not making from your funded account right now, let go. This should help you. Okay, does this make sense? Are you guys excited about this? So I'm literally going to be involved in this part of it. All right, I'm going to be involved. So I already sent the link. Madam Patnayo, where did I send the link? Was it on the chat? I sent the link the other day, or I sent it in the group? Where did I send it? I know I actually sent the link. So there are two of them. All right. Okay, in the Zoom chat. Okay, you guys want me to send the link? I can't send the link yet. All right, you actually have to be a member of God Nation to actually get it. Okay, so that's part of the services I just wanted you guys to know. So I'm going to share in the group, probably in the God Nation group, the link. I'm going to share the process. We created a PDF to help guide you through registration. And the good thing about this is you could make withdrawals, you could end the trade. This morning I saw a good trade running, and it was running today, $240 as made today. I saw the trade when I woke up. I saw about $200. Almost ended the trade. I said, at least good profit. At least good profit. Let me take it. I just said, let me leave. And I left a couple of hours later, it was negative. I said, geez, I would have taken the trade, you know. And then what am I doing that? I left, it came back to $79. So I could end the trade, I could make the withdrawal. It's my money, nobody has control. And that's what I like, you having control of your money. Okay, the only thing is that I'm helping you trade, assisting it to make more money. Does that make sense? Any questions so far? The biggest question in this environment is, how can I become a member of Pure Heart Nation? All you need to do is get back to the person who placed you on this call. All right. In the communication, you've seen everything we do. We teach the skill. We help our traders get access to trading signals that could help them get access to making money through funded account. So you can fund an account. We'll give you ideas and trainings to help you pass the evaluation of the account. So now you can be a trader who doesn't have too much equity. You can come in with $250 to get a $20,000 account, and you use our resources to get access to a live $20,000. And what profit you make from there, they share it with you. So that's one way to scale up your earning in trading. Rather than trade with $250 and do 100%, okay, you can trade with $20,000 and do just 10%, and you make more money than 100% of 20. It's called leverage. This is one concept that was never introduced a couple of months or years in trading. Now we have that concept, and now we are intermediaries that will help you learn the skill, because a lot of people are still doing funded trading today. They are empty. They don't have the skill, but we are helping you with the skill so that you can become an independent trader and just be a partner with us. Okay. I'm more interested in your partnership than being your boss. So I want to make you a boss. Let me be your partner. Does that make sense? We have the world to help. Okay. So with that being said, that's my time. Get back to the person who placed you on. To get into our platform, go to pureheartnation.com. You can read more about us, sign up there. All right. Get the person who introduced them to the score, fill up their links, $350 for 3 months. We start with you 3 months. So there's no trial here. If you don't believe, you don't start. Okay. Don't start trading if you're trying. Don't go borrow money and say, okay, this. And don't expect you're going to be rich in 2 months. Okay, you need time. You need to go through the debt. You need to lose your seed. The seed has to die. Then you have to work the newborn. Okay. You say what we learn to ask the right question. I'm going to end with this. I don't know if it's the end. I'm only saying I'm going to end. This will be my last one. But sometimes, okay, I'm just going to say this. Where there is fear, there is no future. If there's an element of fear in you, you don't have a future. Fear will never lead you anywhere in life. it will only lead you back to where you're coming from. You see this opportunity you just exposed yourself to. The question you ask yourself is, do I love to learn the skill? Is that a yes? If I ask you this question, do you love to learn the skill? Would you love to have a skill like this? If the answer is yes, would you love to be in an environment like this? Is this environment profitable for you? The answer is yes. You get started. You do yourself a disservice if you can answer yes to that and you don't get started. And the only thing that's going to make you not get started is two things. Is that you're afraid, all right, or you don't have the money to get started. And either way, you are afraid, because I know if you are not afraid, the money to get started is not going to be a problem, even if you don't have it. You're going to make a decision. When a man makes a decision that has to do with their life, money is never a problem. All right. If you want to test that, you have a child right now, let something happen to that child, and you take the hospital, take them to the hospital. You know that you have the capacity to save a life. Okay? Because why? At that point, you're not scared. Anything you can do. So use that attitude towards your success. Right? Towards your success. You're going to be there. Any question from me? Okay, over the next 2, maybe 7 minutes. All right, it's going to be that's going to be 3:40. Okay. If there is any question, I can take over the next 7 minutes. Okay. But if you guys got value, don't forget, the only way you can communicate with me always, if you want to communicate with me, my only communication channel are 2. Either you're communicating with Pewa.nation, which is our company IG brand, okay, Pewa.nation on Instagram, or you're communicating with my personal, which is I am Kendrick. Okay, I am Kendrick. So that's the only way. Someone, I believe the person is here, or maybe someone messaged me yesterday. Our culprit has gone far to Twitter. Person, what even saved the person yesterday? He made payment, but network didn't go through bank. And the wife just said, you know what? Just contact, go to Facebook, find the number and call this guy. And the person called me while I was getting for it here yesterday and said, I've been chatting with you on Twitter. I said, no, I don't chat on Twitter. He said, Jesus. And guess what? The person actually said, this is my house rent. And that idiot said, go ahead, you have no problem. Some people have created space. Even the devil is going to be very scared of them in hell. I don't know how they do. God guide our people. Anyone God has designed for us, they'll never be a victim of lessons. Okay, so you guys should be very careful. As I'm always saying, my only communication channel is I am Kendrick. And if you've not been following me for long, you can request a video. You're not sure. I am Kendrick. Request a video or request a call with me. I'll definitely have a call with you. Does that make sense? So with that being said, it's been a wonderful time. Don't forget, when this is posted, share. It's been a beautiful 1 hour, 30 minutes of a call. Okay, and I believe you guys got value. Next week, open call as well. Invite as many friends and let them just come experience the environment. Okay, what it is we do. I want to celebrate the results for next week. Okay, and don't forget, pay attention to the charts, not to the trade. Okay, because if you pay attention to the chart, the trade will happen. God bless you guys. Have a beautiful